Hey guys, welcome to Calgary. I'm Brittany, and today we're checking out 5 different inner city neighborhoods that I personally recommend to anyone moving here or anyone visiting. All of these areas are going to have a few things in common. They're going to be extremely walkable, especially if you work downtown. You can walk to and from work from all of these locations. You can walk to grocery stores, nice shopping, bars, restaurants, and lots of events that happen in the city. So let's go and check out some of these beautiful neighborhoods. This is Inglewood. We are currently standing outside of High Line Brewing, one of the many amazing craft breweries in the area. Inglewood has history dating back to 1875. It's in such a great location, very close to downtown, just east of the city center. It's also very close to the Bow River Pathway, so if you want to take a little walk, it's a great spot for that. Inglewood is known for a lot of its vintage stores, a lot of vintage furniture and vinyl stores, as well as its amazing selection of eclectic restaurants. Inglewood is known as like a very hip area. It's very popular with young people, and it's definitely one of the top communities that I would check out if you're looking to move here or if you're just coming to visit. Inglewood can be a little bit more on the expensive side in terms of rent or home ownership, but I think if you enjoy a lot of the points that I mentioned earlier, this is a fantastic spot for you. We're in East Village right now. We just went to Phil and Sebastian in the Simmons building, just to my right here. I grabbed a little coffee. Now we're walking down the Bow River Pathway, and we're gonna check out a few spots in East Village. It is a really nice area. There are, every area has its pluses and minuses, but over the last few years, they've built up quite a bit in this area in East Village. There are a lot of brand new condo buildings, a lot of beautiful shops and restaurants. This is a great spot if you're like a younger couple or a young person moving to Calgary and you just wanna live somewhere that's like really close to downtown. So we are now in Bridgeland. This area is very close to Inglewood. It is just northeast of downtown. This area has recently gone through a lot of gentrification and is currently seeing a lot of brand new condos being built. Just north of Bridgeland is an area called Renfrew. I lived there for 2 years, so I was able to check out this area as well as Renfrew for a little bit and loved the area, loved the vibe. As you can see, downtown is very close. You can see the skyline behind me. There are tons of green spaces that are amazing in the summertime. Bridgeland and Inglewood are both very close to the Calgary Zoo. I would say within walking distance or a very short 5-minute drive. We are now in Kensington, otherwise known as Sunnyside. We both lived here for about 3 years, so we know this area very well. There's a few of our favorite restaurants. The first one is Hayden Block, which is right to my left. There's lots of adorable little coffee shops. We're gonna pop into one of the most well-known ones in the city, which is Higher Ground. Crave Cupcakes is also in Kensington. This is an awesome spot for some desserts. Kensington is also home to the Plaza Theatre, which is a historic theater that was recently redone. This is such a cute neighborhood to live in. There's tons of stuff to do. It can be a little quiet at night, so the nightlife, you're gonna probably have to go somewhere like 17th Ave. But if you're looking for a more cozy, quaint, quiet area to live in, Kensington should definitely be on your list. This is the Beltline. This is such a trendy area. The Beltline is bounded by 17th Avenue, and it's one of the most densely populated areas in Calgary. We currently live in the Beltline, and there's tons of things to do, lots of restaurants, and we're gonna check out a few spots in the Beltline. If you guys are visiting, I highly recommend checking out this area. The Beltline is a really bustling area with a lot of younger families, and we're just steps away from the heart of downtown and the Calgary Tower. The last community in this video is going to be Mission. This area has a lot of French Catholic heritage. There is a very large St. Mary's Cathedral. Also going along the theme of the Catholic thing, there is a large hospital in this area called the Holy Cross Center. If that's something that's important to you, Mission might be a really good spot. Mission also has, again, tons of restaurants and bars and has a lively night scene. We are currently standing in Lindsay Park. This is just east of Mission. I think it's actually considered part of Mission. Right now it's winter, so it's not as nice. This is such a beautiful green space to come, have a picnic, hang out with friends, have some park beers. A lot of parks in Calgary you can actually drink, and it's allowed. You're allowed to drink in a park. There are lots of pathways. You can go for a run, go for a bike ride, go for a walk in nature. I think that's one of the big things about Calgary is that there are so many green spaces. There are a lot of parks that are so beautiful in the summer. Mission can be on the more expensive side, similar to Inglewood, but I think it's probably my top place in Calgary to live. And we've moved on to Cenalta. This location is an honorable mention. It is going through a lot of gentrification at the moment. There's tons of new buildings being built. There are some breweries here. We have a lot of cute little shops as well. Not a lot of restaurants in this area, but like I said, this makes the honorable mention list because it is an up and coming area in Calgary. Definitely a good option if you're looking for something more budget friendly that is a little bit outside of the city on the west end. So that wraps it up for our top 5 communities to live in inner city Calgary. If there are any areas in Calgary that you think are better, leave a comment down below. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.